those items in our action.
Yes.
Yeah, just to, Terry Kaufman, Macias, just to clarify, that EIR was previously certified, and this is also the addendum
Okay.
that you're approving today.
Thank you. All right, that takes us to item number 5.
Item 5, Councilman, this is a report from the Planning Commission. Again, it's an amendment to existing Coliseum-specific plan and the Coliseum and Soccer Stadium sign district in CD1 and CD9.
A report from Department of City Planning.
Thank you. Good afternoon, honorable committee members. My name is Adam Villani with the Department of City Planning. The case before you here is it reflects the January 10th, 2019 approval by the City Planning Commission of amendments to the Coliseum-specific plan and the Coliseum and Soccer Stadium sign district to expand those plan overlays to include 2 additional non-contiguous parcels adjacent to the 110 Harbor Freeway and regulate the signage therein with the intent that there would be a freestanding digital sign built on each of these 2 new additional parcels visible from the freeway. The regulations of the signage included at the request of with an amendment from the CPC for hours of operation limitation for having them be operable from dawn until midnight, and the regulations also include such things as coordinating the refresh rates along the 110 so that you don't have signs refreshing. Well, the signs are refreshing every no quicker than every 8 seconds, and they're coordinating them so that they refresh at the same time, so you don't have one and then the next one that you see and the other one that you see, so that they would all coordinate their refresh rates. This is some technical corrections were submitted, and those have been entered into the record, but I particularly want to note that there were revised findings added yesterday and submitted and uploaded to the site. These revised findings reflect an updated 4th addendum to the EIR. There was this project, the soccer stadium, was originally approved with an EIR, and then this signage project is with a 4th addendum, and it's been updated as of last week. The updates reflect some more analysis of glare issues with drivers to make sure that there's no safety problems there. If you have any questions, I'm free to answer your questions.
Mr. Blumenfeld.
And just does this have any precedential value, or is there any slippery slope here in terms of digital signs throughout the city, or is this very much of a one-off?
This is in thank you. This is in line with the Outdoor Advertising Act, which is a state law, and the Outdoor Advertising Act specifically calls out stadiums and arenas, basically large venues like this, as being excluded from other restrictions regarding signage and digital signage visible from state highways. So in that sense, it's particular to this being built for the LAFC soccer stadium. So I would not say that it establishes a precedent unless there's some huge wave of stadium build-up, which I don't anticipate.
No, just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Mr. Smith? All right. We have an applicant to hear from, and then several public comment speakers, so we'll ask Mr. Moore to come forward for 5 minutes.
Good afternoon, council members. Thank you, DJ Moore of Latham & Watkins. I actually first want to introduce Benny Tran of the Los Angeles Football Club.
Good afternoon, council members. My name is Benny Tran, Senior Vice President of Development Strategy at the Los Angeles Football Club, which is now at the top of Major League Soccer as number 1 in its second season, and at the incredible Bank of California Stadium right here in Los Angeles. LAFC is extremely pleased to be here today to present our proposed freeway signs to you. We've spent over a year working closely with the planning department on the design and operations of these signs. And just like our stadium, believe that they will be an iconic addition or iconic additions to the city. Construction of the stadium was completed in April last year and was a result of more than $350 million of private investment in South Los Angeles. In addition to this investment, LAFC is committed to continuing to support our local community through our youth soccer programs, financial literacy and education programs, local hire initiatives, and through our different programs under our foundation. The proposed freeway signs are a significant component of the stadium's long-term financing and LAFC's ongoing community programs. State law specifically allows freeway signs for major sports venues to incentivize this exact type of private investment in communities. That's why the City Council included an allowance for these freeway signs when you approved the sign district in 2016. We spent the last several years working hard to identify appropriate sites where these signs could be placed without impacting residents. And we proposed to reduce the stadium's already approved signage so that these signs would not result in any additional square footage. We ask that you approve these proposed signs so that we can continue to maintain this incredible sports franchise and stadium, and to support our neighbors and represent the city of Los Angeles in the world's game. DJ Moore will now walk you through additional details of our proposal.
Thank you, Benny. As Benny mentioned, these two signs are essential components of the overall stadium project, and the Planning Commission acknowledged this in their recommendation for approval. These signs have been contemplated as part of the project from the outset based on the Outdoor Advertising Act that staff mentioned, which specifically allows for major sports venues to have freeway signs located on sites that are not adjacent to the stadium, subject to specific requirements. In response to Councilmember Blumenfeld's question, this doesn't happen very often. This is the first open-air stadium in Los Angeles since Dodger Stadium in 1962, so limited in terms of the number of requests you'll probably be seeing. LAFC first focused on getting the stadium built in time for the 2018 season, and has since focused on finding two sites for its signs that would not cause impacts to neighbors, and found the appropriate sites as confirmed by the addendum. Other major stadiums in Southern California, like Staples Center and StubHub, have similar freeway signs, and as you'll see in the packet that was provided to you on page 1, LAFC's signs are within the parameters of those existing freeway signs. They're actually about 8 feet shorter than the Staples Center signs, about the same width as StubHub. The sign design is identical. There are noticeable design evolution from existing freeway signs that you'll see, and that's in large part to the planning department, who spent a long time in conducting detailed review and providing a lot of input. They feature a unique portrait orientation and a lot of Art Deco elements to evoke the city of angels and LA architecture, including the wing at the top and carrying the design all the way through to the base. Based on planning input, a third face was actually added to the sign so that the design wraps around and will really provide sort of a unique visual feature, and also so that there'll be programming availability for the 4th of July or the Olympic rings during the Olympics. I mean, it should be pretty spectacular. The two locations, one is at Grand Avenue, about 550 feet south of the existing Coliseum sign, and the other as at 12th Place on the west side of the 110 freeway, immediately across from the Convention Center and Staples. There are views of both signs in your packets. Related to lighting, these signs are very tightly conditioned 300 candelas is the limit. That's actually below what you will see on the stadium right now. If you drive by it, those signs are limited to 600. So this is a very low lighting condition and far lower than any of the other freeway signs you'll see in the region. The addendum confirmed no adverse impacts above what was previously analyzed, and we're respectfully requesting that the committee and the council approve staff and the Planning Commission's recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we have a number of public comment speakers on this matter. Rod Wilson, Michael Shilstone, General Jeff, Luke O'Keen.
And Chair, if I may, for just a second,
Well, that's your 5 minutes.
Oh, I didn't want to speak. I was actually just going to help you for purposes of your speakers list. I just wanted to note that Ashley Rogers, Tom Gall, and Rod Wilson are all technical consultants who prepared the addendum, and so they're only here for questions, so you don't need to call them up.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so everybody who's not a technical assistant. General Jeff, I'm guessing you're not with these guys. Right.
Afternoon, committee members. General Jeff, most of you know me from Skid Row, but I'm born and raised in South Central, so the 110 freeway is very near and dear to our hearts. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. You know, this is a no-brainer. You know, we have the Coliseum and Sports Arena. They have their, well, formerly Sports Arena, but the Coliseum has its freeway signage. The Galen Center, not too far away, has its signage. You know, Staples Center also has it, so it only makes sense for this stadium to also have freeway signage as well. It's nicely done. The aesthetics, it's really done in a nice way that actually, you know, it connects to the stadium, and it looks really chic. That will help give the city of Los Angeles this forward-thinking look. And, you know, we're excited. And the specific locations are nicely done in terms of respect to our community. So approve, approve, approve. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Michael Shilson with the Central City Association. We're here to support LAFC's freeway signage as an important wayfinding tool for the new stadium and another step in the vision that the Mayor and City Planning Commission approved 2 years ago. All the recent professional sports stadiums in the region have at least 2 freeway signs, in part because of the essential role they play in stadium financing. LAFC Stadium is still new to many people, so these signs will be especially important because they'll help direct people to Banc of California Stadium and the many new investments being made throughout Expo Park. We're very excited to support LAFC as both a team and an economic driver for the region, and we encourage your support for this signage request. Thank you.
Salvador Reyes.
Good afternoon, City Council. My name is Salvador Reyes, and I'm with the 3252. It's a non-for-profit support group that operates in the north end of the Los Angeles Football Club Stadium, Banc of California. From day one, I was involved with the project early on, and this will probably be my 5th time I speak to city council members or some type of planning. Excuse the informality, but I'm here more just to speak to the council to just express the joy that LAFC has brought to the community. We're more concerned with the partnership between the corporate folks and the community, and us that are the driving force that sing the songs and bring all the families together on game day. The signage would be very important for this city. Thank you so much.
Tom Gall? No? All right. Rod Wilson, Luke O'Keen, just making sure.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luke O'Quinn, and I'm the director of the LAFC Youth Leadership Program. I'm here to speak on the positive impact LAFC has had on the community. So LAFC has been a tremendous community member as they partner with the Brzee Foundation, where we administer the LAFC Youth Leadership Program, known as YLP. YLP trains and employs 30 at-risk high school students in career readiness, focusing on resume writing, public speaking, and interview skills. 15 of those leaders attend Augustus Hawkins High School in District 9. The other 15 attend Camino Nuevo Charter Academy. The high school leaders also coach free character building soccer clinics at 4 local elementary schools, including St. Cecilia School and Gerald A. Lawson Learning Academy. Additionally, LAFC has assisted helping YLP alumni find jobs within the community.
Thank you. All right, Patrick Frank.
My name is Patrick Frank. I represent the Coalition to Ban Billboard Blight. Our review of the signage in this project is deeply mixed. For one thing, we like the design of those signs. They look quite good, and we don't object. We don't object to the place-making aspect of it, to notify people that this exists in an attractive way. Absolutely fine. However, we have a couple of objections. First of all, it really does set a precedent. This is a non-contiguous sign district, which is absolutely a novelty according to our city council, according to our city laws. And secondly, it sets a bad precedent because there aren't any takedowns. This body is considering legislation to revise the general citywide sign ordinance, and all those versions require takedowns. There aren't any stipulated here. And then thirdly, a changing digital ad next to a freeway is absolutely the worst place to put it. Everybody knows this, and that's why they're generally banned by Caltrans. This exception is wrong-headed, and I think you guys ought to really take a close look at that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Questions or comments, members? Mr. Cedillo, Blumenfeld, Smith? Smith? No. No? Okay. Mr. Cedillo? You're good? One question for staff, and you all may have gone over it, and I might have just missed it. The hours for the digital signs that we're discussing today, are they consistent with the current regulations for USC?
They're consistent with the existing Coliseum sign, which is from dawn until midnight. I'm not sure about the USC campus or Galen Center.
All right. Anybody want to help us on that? Anybody from District 9? Want to come to the podium?
My name is Sherilyn from Council District 9. I'm the planning director for Councilmember Kern Price, and we are in support of the sign district for the LAFC, the Los Angeles Football Stadium, and we are also in support of the commission's agreed hours of operation from dawn to midnight. USC has similar conditions to their hours of operation. They actually were allotted to 2 a.m. However, they voluntarily agreed to move their sign district, their hours of operation till midnight. So we are in agreement in keeping everything consistent with the area, and we would support what CPC recommended.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm happy to address any questions you guys may have.
Thank you so much. I don't think there are any questions. We appreciate your clarification. Given that testimony from Council District 9, we'll request that the city attorney prepare and present the ordinance to this committee.
And in addition, Councilman, to approve the EIR, the prior 3 amendments to the EIR, and the 4th addendum, which was updated on March 2019, and the CEQA findings.
Excellent. That'll be part of our order.
Councilman, I believe there's also a request to reopen item number 4.
All right. I'll make a motion that we reconsider item number 4. Second by Mr. Blumenfeld. Hearing no objection, we'll reconsider item number 4.
Yes,
what business is before us?
Councilman, as to the proposed ordinance to establish the SUD on the Sunset Bronson Studio Campus. City Planning has additional changes.
Councilman, this is Heather Blamers of the Department of City Planning. We would just ask that the motion consider the technical modifications that were uploaded to the file. Know that the scrolling would be allowed on that one sign in question, and to amend the size as was introduced in the applicant's letter to you.
All right. So we'll move to adopt the recommendations of the City Planning Department.
Yes, and in addition, as previously requested, to request the city attorney to prepare the ordinance.
Exactly. Excellent. Hearing no objection, that'll be the order. Excellent. Can you confirm that that concludes our business for today, Mr. Mejia?
Yes, Council.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We're adjourned.